Hello and welcome to today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Pierre LaMonica.
And I'm Dana Bell. On today's episode, we will bring you news from around campus, around the community, and across the globe.
We will also bring you your Seton Hall sports update and your 5-day weather forecast. Feeling stressed like I always am? Join us on Wednesdays from 12:15 to 1:30 in the Beck Rooms in the Walsh Library for a 3-part series to explore techniques to naturally relax, learn how to train your brain to rewire your stress response, and walk away with proven ways to manage stress. A light lunch will be provided. RSVP via email to hrtodd@shu.edu.
Nobel Peace Prize winner Nadia Murad, who was abducted and held captive by ISIS for 3 months in 2014, will receive an honorary degree for her work against sexual violence as part of the Forum on Modern Slavery, 21st Century Solutions, a free day-long event hosted by Seton Hall this Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in Bethany Hall, Room A.
Come to the IHS Campus Library on September 26th from 12 to 2 p.m. to de-stress with some fluffy friends. Therapy dogs will be stopping by the library for a few hours to help students relax and forget about school for a while. Please contact Kelly Freeman at kelly.freeman@shu.edu with any questions or concerns.
Historian Bob Beatty will join us here on campus for a Making Public History lecture and discussion on the importance of history and the role of entrepreneurship, change, and partnerships in maintaining museums and small businesses. The free public lecture will be held today from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Arts and Sciences Hall, Room 107. Space is limited, so RSVP on the events page of the Seton Hall website.
Now we'll head over to Isabella Bellomo with your Seton Hall sports update. Isabella?
Thanks, Pierre, and hello, Pirate sports fans. My name is Isabella Bellomo here with your Seton Hall sports update. Last week it was announced that former Pirate basketball star Khadijah Simmons will be joining Seton Hall's coaching staff for the 2019-2020 season. Simmons is considered one of the greatest in Seton Hall history, averaging 17 points, 5.7 assists, and 2.2 steals per game during her 2015 season. During her time in the program, the Hall climbed into national ranking and appeared in the NCAA tournament for the first time in 20 years. Simmons remains Seton Hall's all-time leader in assists and free throws made, and is one of the youngest athletes to be inducted into the Seton Hall Athletics Hall of Fame. In her first coaching position, the 2015 Met Writers Women's Basketball Player of the Year will serve as a coordinator of basketball operations. The men's soccer team won 4-1 on Tuesday night in a non-conference match against NJIT. Seton Hall's Camille Coriaichi scored in the 20th minute and made another one in the second half. Seton Hall's Sean McLeod also scored in the first. And freshman Andrea Borg put in the game winner in the 81st minute, speeding past 2 defenders and scoring solo. The Pirates will play their first home game against Big East rival DePaul at the newly renovated O&T Carroll Field on Sunday, September 28th at 6 p.m. And that's all for your Seton Hall sports update. Once again, I'm Isabella Bellomo. Now back to Pierre and Dana with news from around the tri-state area.
Thanks, Isabella. The New Jersey Schools Development Association has officially introduced its 4th new school in Perth Amboy. The Rose M. Lopez Elementary School stands to memorialize former Perth Amboy area principal Rose Lopez. Speakers at the school's opening ceremony described Rose as beloved by students, for whom she tirelessly advocated. The school will provide education for roughly 800 students, grades K through 2nd, continuing her legacy.
WalletHub has released its list of 2019's best and worst states for teachers, and New Jersey received some high praise. The website looked at several factors such as salaries, job security, and academic environments. According to the list, Jersey was ranked the 2nd best state for teachers. The state also ranked as the 2nd best school system in the country and the 4th highest public school spending per student.
A pilot got caught up near the Central Jersey Regional Airport on Tuesday after crash landing into a wooden area and getting stuck in the treetops 70 feet off the ground. The Somerset County Prosecutor's Office announced that the pilot, who was rescued nearly 4 hours after the crash, received no major injuries and will live to fly another day, preferably after more practice.
2 people were killed in a car crash that shut down part of the Garden State Parkway Saturday. State police say a car driven by Kiaya Fredericks was stopped in the center lane going southbound around mile marker 121. Another vehicle rear-ended her car, killing her and her passenger, Renee Manaz. Fredericks and Manaz were pronounced dead at the scene, and no charges have been filed in the case.
Now we will go to Zach Callithen with your 5-day weather for the South Orange area. Zach?
Thanks, Dana, and hello, Pirates. Zach Callithen here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today, we'll have sunny skies with a high of 83 and a low of 56, and tomorrow will again be bright and sunny with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 57 degrees. Saturday, we'll start the weekend off with even more sun along with some evening showers and a high of 84 degrees with a low of 63. Moving to Sunday, we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 78 and a low of 57 degrees. And finally, on Monday, we'll have partly cloudy conditions with a high of 72 degrees and a low of 58. That's going to do it for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Zach Callithen. Now back to Pierre and Dana with the latest news from around the world.
Thanks, Zach. India has been the most recent country to join the anti-vaping resistance, announcing that they are now banning all sale of e-cigarettes in the country. Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the ban was for the health of India's citizens and youth. Citing the recent deaths attributed to e-cigarette use in the U.S. as their reason for banning, this may be the first of many countries to make such a decision. Will the United States be next?
New York State Senator Kevin Parker has proposed legislation that would pay college athletes. This bill would give student athletes the ability to make money off their names, images, and likenesses. Parker also added a clause that would require colleges to pay athletes a 15% share of the school's annual revenue. This bill comes after California passed legislation that college athletes could make money off endorsements.
Hong Kong is now entering 3 months of its protests in response to a controversial extradition bill. The ongoing and often violent demonstrations have apparently proven to be too much for some residents. John Hu, director of Hong Kong's leading immigration consultancy, states that his business has seen 10 times more inquiries in the last few months than prior to the protests, signaling that Hong Kong is ready for a change.
An Iowa hog farmer has been found guilty of fatally stabbing his wife with a corn rake. 43-year-old Todd Mullis was convicted of first-degree murder in the death of his 39-year-old wife, Amy Mullis, following a 6-day trial. Prosecutors say he was enraged over her secret affair.
And that's all for today's episode of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Dana Bell.
And I'm Pierre LaMonica. Thanks for watching and have a great day.